Oh, come on. Let me do this. All right. Sweet. There we go. We're up and we're running. Hello, Ashley. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. So, just for everybody who's in the group or who will be seeing this quick video, this is Ashley Arthur. She is the owner and operator of Off the Griddle on Foster, which is an absolutely wonderful restaurant. We're going to be talking a little bit about that today and where we're all at as a community. So, how you been holding up with all of this? What are you up to with your time and
Um, I'm focusing a ton of energy on my employees and the resources for them, and then the resources for the business once we get back into operation. And it is a full-time job. I feel like I'm working more than ever before on that because it's just so complex and there's so many working parts and so many things we just don't know yet because we haven't received direction on it.
yeah.
So that's what I'm spending my time doing. I wish it was more fun stuff, like biking or, whatever. We're trying to throw in a cooking video every now and then to our Instagram, but mostly I'm just focusing on that behind the scenes administrative stuff, which is like, I don't like it. It's not me.
And you also just to go a little bit to the backside, you just recently purchased an A-frame out on the coast, correct?
Correct. We did.
So have you been able to take any time to really get out there and be like, hey, I just need a retreat. I need a moment. I need to be in a space that I just want to create for myself. Have you had a chance to do that?
I have had a chance to do that a little bit. It is a fixer-upper, so there's work out there too. So it's been interesting with everything closed, so getting materials and things of that nature to do a remodel during a pandemic is quite difficult. So that has had its own challenges also, but it is a super nice place to be, and the Oregon coast is beautiful no matter when. It's just an awesome place, and I look forward to the time when they open everything back up so like everyone can enjoy it.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, first of all, congratulations on that. And I hope that you can get back to that too. And also that we can just get back to a place where all of us have the capacity to just do the lives that we really want to be able to have. So tell us a little bit about Off the Griddle. When did it start? What's your idea and your philosophy behind it? Where do you see yourself fitting in the neighborhood?
Let's see, we opened in 2010, so we're almost to our 10-year anniversary in August, so 10 years in business. And we started as a food cart in 50th and Division at the A La Carte's Food Pod. We got an old vintage cart that we purchased in Idaho for like $1,900. We drove it out here as the panels were flapping on the highway, we restored it within about a month. And then we got it in operation with really not knowing a lot about some of the business aspects of that, but we've had just the opportunity to do things in a little stepping stone. So we operated that for a couple years, and after the first year, we decided to open a brunch concept that was a different menu from the Off the Griddle food cart, and we did that. It's our concepts, we do a lot of vegetarian, gluten-free, allergy, vegan food, and so we operated the A&D Cafe for 5 years.
That was you? You were the A&D?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, Ashley. That A&D, Ashley and Dan. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the And Cafe.
Didn't know that.
Really? I thought you did. That's so weird. Yeah, so we operated that with the dream of always getting a bigger location, because that thing was tiny. That was a practice brick and mortar. And it had some really funky aspects for those that are old school and remember certain things that, the heater, the air conditioning wouldn't work, the windows didn't open. It was fun. We were cooking on induction burners and waffle irons and panini presses. So it's super limited. It was fun times. It was like I don't know, in between a food cart and a restaurant. So anyways, then we got the opportunity over here on Foster, and we lived in the neighborhood since, oh gosh, I don't know, 2011.
Mhm.
So we had been looking in Foster, but there's a lot of old holdouts of buildings that haven't, or just vacant, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's aware of those ones that still exist. And so at one time we wanted to be in the Busy Bee Cleaner. I don't know if you remember that.
I do, before it got taken down.
I loved that building.
Yeah.
An awesome building. We approached the owner and everything, and he's like, nope, gonna develop it. And we're like,
yeah. I mean, it's that perfect little sliver spot. It's just like, yeah, makes sense.
So we had been looking for years trying to find something. We'd looked in Montevilla too, had some leads, and then just things didn't work out. And then finally, the location we're in now over there, it came available, and we jumped on it because we had been customers when it was the Gemini over there. And we loved Gemini, and we're sad to see him go. But anyways, it had switched hands again, and then it had closed down. So we jumped on the opportunity and remodeled it and got going.
Very cool. And so you've been up for almost 10 years, coming in August. Awesome.
Yeah. We can 3 years at this location. No.
Oh, 3, yeah, that's right. 3 at the
Are we going to hit 4 years now? I don't know. It's hard. Time's weird, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially now to remember anything to do with time.
I still think it's yesterday, so I'm not 100% sure where we're at in life.
Totally forgot about Easter.
Yeah.
Like,
did that happen?
You know, I live my life by the food we cook at the restaurant, and like, you know, preparing like things like, oh, we got to put that special on, we got to do this, and then it's like,
Nope.
I did not have it, and all of a sudden it was like someone told me, it's like, oh, Sunday's Easter. It's like, really? Oh my God.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about what are your favorite dishes on your menu? Because I absolutely love your goddess bowl, the green goddess bowl. I think that thing is, you should just mainline that into my veins.
Yeah, that's a good one. I go through waves of liking things, and then I'll eat that thing for about 1.5 years until I burn myself out on it completely, and then I switch. So previously it was the meatloaf Benedict. That was my favorite. Then it switched over to the hash-tastic. So I really like that one. And then I'm not really sure what it is right now. I still really like the meatloaf. So then I like the last thing I was eating frequently before we closed was a meatloaf wrap.
Oh, nice. So how is your situation with a landlord? Just with being able to work with them while you're down?
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. So we're still paying rent, and our landlord's still collecting rent. So that's kind of, but we have a great relationship with our landlord, and I understand, like, he's got bills to pay too.
Yeah.
We all have mortgages and businesses and people to employ and all kinds of things happening. So right now we're just keeping that relationship going and hoping that we get some relief from the government, because the coffers are running low at this point. Because what a lot of people don't know is we had already taken a hit in February. Our sales were down, 1,000, not a ton, but about 10% from January, which is kind of crazy because you think January is a slow month for us typically, right? And so for February to be even slower, and then March, of course, was just only, we closed on the
week and a half, 2 weeks of,
Yeah. So anyways, that's where we're at now. We're just ready to get some, economic disaster loan grants and some PPP and whatever else. And I'm happy to report that like funds are starting to roll in for the employees.
Good.
So that's really good news. A lot of the unemployment's coming through, and the extra, $600 we're hearing from people that they're receiving those funds. So that's awesome, because the last thing we want is for anyone to suffer in this situation when there's already so much, suffering happening and horrible things, as
Yeah.
that financial devastation is not, not the impact we want to see happen.
How are your employees doing? Are you staying connected with them and just keeping in touch with where they're at?
Yeah, so we've been, we have a messaging app that we use. It's called Homebase, and we're still using that, and we're probably talking on there usually, every other day to each other about like, how's everything going? How are the funds coming? Does anybody need help? Does anyone need support? Telling each other about resources for different things, and just trying to make sure that no one is struggling is the main thing.
Yeah, good. And I guess we'll wrap up with this question. This is a moving target question, but what are you seeing on your checklist for being able to open up again? What are those things that you feel like you would need to have in place to say, hey, Foster-Powell, Portland, we're here again for you. Come on in. Or however you would engage at that point.
Like what needs to happen for the world, or
what needs to happen for, I guess, yeah, because that would funnel back into your front door. What would you need to see in place, and how do you see that working out, or where are we at and get into that?
One of the biggest reasons, this gets into a longer piece of,
yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. And we could do another interview to talk about those things.
But our main reason with shutting down is, so on that Monday, the 16th, before the governor announced that she was closing the restaurant dining rooms, we had decided already to go to go that day, because we were just starting to feel uncomfortable. Our staff was feeling uncomfortable. They were feeling unsafe. And there's just so much uncertainty. So we did that. And then still that day, it didn't give a lot of reassurance to the staff. Still didn't feel that safe. So safety is like our number one priority. And I don't know what that looks like. I would love to see, vaccines and antibody testing, so everybody knows what's going on. But I'm not sure how we will open and what that will look like. And if, I think potentially to go, we're a brunch spot, we're more of a dining place, but we might open up into some limited to go and test that out at some point, maybe May or June, hopefully, if they start opening places back up. But it all depends on kind of like our staff, how they feel in their comfort level is like probably the number one thing. And then it's like how the government's responding and what we need to do on our end, like, because we'll do it, like we'll wear gloves, we'll wear masks if we have to serve people food, or do whatever it takes, or do limited stuff. But it's just safety. Gotta be safe. Restaurants are already we already have such a high level of safety with the health department and everything.
Absolutely.
So it's like, to then say like, oh, it's okay, just open back up. It's like, nah, we want it to be safe, and we want our customers to feel safe, and our staff to feel supported.
And we, just as a community that surrounds you and that you are a part of, it's really good to know that your concerns are the safety first. That's absolutely amazing. What is it about Foster-Powell? What are the things that you love best about this community, about Foster-Powell? Since you're already taking care of your staff that works in this neighborhood, you live in this neighborhood. What is it about this neighborhood that just really stands out to you the most?
Oh, to tell you the truth, it's kind of a interesting thing is that I like that it's like edgy.
I think that's the perfect answer. I really do.
I like the mix of it's soft but rough. It's, gritty but understanding. We're a community, but we're also like, screw you. I'm not going to,
I'm doing what I want.
I'm doing what I want. So there's a lot of, there's just diversity in this neighborhood too. And just, it just feels different. I can't explain it from other neighborhoods. but it's got a good feel. We're like, we're still neighbors, but we're also like real over here in the faux po.
Over here in the faux po.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're here in the Foster-Powell. We're really rooting for you all to have a safe and swift reopening. And we'll keep the group updated, the neighborhood and the city updated when you guys have anything new that you're rolling out. And I hope you get there really quickly, because honestly, this is sort of a shitty moment for it to happen. But I believe in what you do, and I really like your food as well. I think you guys cook really good food.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you go, and hope you have a really good day and that you get some time to rest, and also keep up with taking care of your people, even while we're all rolling through this. So, all right. Thank you very much, Ashley.
Quarantine out.
Quarantine out. All right. I'll see you.
Yeah.